Welcome back to another exciting and eye-opening episode of Coin Explorer, the one place where even the smallest coins can reveal the biggest surprises. Today's journey takes us into the world of a coin that may seem small, ordinary, and even boring at first glance. The USA 1 cent from 1980. But as you'll soon discover, this little copper disc carries a story so rich, so mysterious, and so full of hidden value that it might just blow your mind. Imagine for a moment you're cleaning out an old drawer or going through some childhood savings jar, and suddenly your fingers stumble upon a slightly worn but unmistakable 1980 Lincoln penny. You might feel tempted to toss it into the next vending machine or ignore it completely. But what if I told you that coin, that small reddish-brown cent, could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Yes, it's true. And today, we're going to explore exactly why. Let's begin with the historical setting. The year 1980 was a turning point in the United States. Inflation was high, gas prices were volatile, and Americans were preparing for a change in leadership as Ronald Reagan was about to enter the presidential race. Amid this economic uncertainty, millions of coins were minted, used, and forgotten. But among them, the 1980 Lincoln cent quietly took its place. A coin that most people thought would always just be worth 1 cent. But oh, how wrong they were. The United States Mint produced more than 7.4 billion of these pennies in Philadelphia alone, and billions more in Denver. But quantity doesn't always kill rarity. In fact, it often hides it. Because even in mass production, mistakes happen. And when mistakes happen in coinage, collectors get excited. Let's take a close look at the obverse, or front side, of the coin. It features the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This portrait, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday, was designed by Victor David Brenner and has remained a powerful image ever since. But in 1980, something about these coins changed. The dies used for striking coins started showing minor but meaningful variations, things that only sharp-eyed collectors noticed. Some 1,980 cents have stronger details in Lincoln's hair. Others show die fatigue, where the image becomes slightly distorted. And most importantly, some coins have doubling. That's right, a minting error called doubled die obverse, DDO, where the letters or numbers appear to be slightly doubled due to a misalignment in the die-making process. Above Lincoln's head, we see the sacred American motto, "In God We Trust." To the left, liberty. To the right, the date, 1980. Some coins bear a D mint mark, for Denver, but if your coin doesn't show any mint mark at all, congratulations. It was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and that version in high grade or error form can be especially valuable. Now let's flip the coin and examine the reverse side. You'll immediately recognize the Lincoln Memorial, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008. But don't be fooled by its familiar look. The real magic lies in the details. Many collectors have found die cracks, rim cuds, filled letters, and even misaligned dies in 1,980 cents. Some rare coins show a visible double die reverse, DDR, where the columns of the memorial or the words E pluribus unum appear doubled. These errors are not just cool to look at, they are highly valuable. Collectors will pay serious money for coins with these visible mistakes, especially if they're in high condition. Speaking of condition, coin grading is everything. A 1981 cent coin in average circulated condition might be worth only a few cents to a dealer. But the moment you bring in a coin-graded MS65, MS66, or MS67 red, the game changes entirely. These uncirculated coins, bright, flawless, with full luster, are auctioned for hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially if they feature an error or are one of the rare few with exceptionally strong strikes. Just one pristine example could fund a weekend vacation. Another layer to this coin's appeal is its composition. Many people don't know this, but the 1980 penny is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc. That's important. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to zinc-based cents, which are cheaper and lighter. That makes the 1980-cent coin one of the last full copper pennies ever struck in the US. In fact, the melt value of copper in a 1980 cent is often higher than 1 cent. And although it's illegal to melt coins, this fact adds to the collector interest and historical significance. But it's not just about metal or rarity. It's also about emotion and nostalgia. The 1980 Lincoln cent connects people to an earlier America. A time when stamps were 15 cents, the average car cost $7,000, and the Cold War loomed in the background. Holding that coin brings back memories of soda machines, school lunches, and candy stores. It's not just a coin, it's a time capsule. Now, let's talk value in real terms. A circulated coin may fetch you 5 to 10 cents, depending on copper prices. But an uncirculated MS-67 red coin, verified and slabbed by a professional grading company like PCGS or NGC, could sell for over $2,000 or more. Add in a double die variety, and the price goes up. One coin with an obvious error sold for more than $3,500 at a private auction. And there are whispers in the collecting community of even rarer varieties yet to be fully documented, which means your coin might be the only one of its kind. So how do you know if you're sitting on a gold mine? Start by looking closely at your 1,980 cent. Use a magnifier. Check for strong luster, sharp edges, doubling, cracks, off-centering, and other unusual features. If something looks off, it might actually be valuable. Then, consider submitting your coin to a reputable grading company. Professional grading transforms a casual find into a serious investment. At Coin Explorer, we believe every coin has a story. But some coins have legends hidden within them. The 1981 cent coin is one of those legends. It was never meant to be famous, but thanks to a few minting quirks and the power of collectors' curiosity, it's now one of the most talked about pennies among American coin hunters. So before you throw out those old coins or ignore the ones hiding in your wallet, remember, what looks like a common penny could actually be worth far more than you imagine. Maybe even enough to buy you a phone, a trip, or fund your next coin collection adventure. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the 1981 cent coin. If you learned something new today, or if you think you might have a valuable coin at home, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another discovery from Coin Explorer. We're on a mission to unlock the secrets of your change jar, one coin at a time. Stay curious, stay collecting, and keep exploring, only on Coin Explorer.